Peter Ebdon trails 5-0 in this race to 6. Marco Fu a frame away from the semi-finals of the Ladbrokes Mobile Masters. Ebdon, apart from some good long pots, has just not turned up really.
Super shot. And Peter Ebdon left that red out again. Didn't get that cue ball dead under the cushion. Nevertheless, still a good pot and a chance.
Well, Peter Ebdon has played here 17 times before. Only once has he been whitewashed. That was 2 years ago by Ali Carter. There's every chance now here in 2011.
9. Sixteen.
Kick.
Yes, a tremendous kick.
16.
The red just straightened up. Nothing he can do when that happens. Wow.
Well, you very rarely see any emotion from Marco, but he knew what a great chance that was there to kill the match off, and not his fault that he didn't.
No damage done though. In fact, he's back in again. Maybe able to use the reds.
1.
Well, didn't really play that one well. If he'd have played it with a touch of left hand side, the cue ball would have gone up towards the baulk, but there was nothing on the white ball. So he's left with this tough blue.
Oh yeah, but that's just making sure his waistcoat doesn't brush one of the reds.
No sir.
Marco Fu. 1.
So Peter Ebdon in again. Taking the more difficult red for position on the black. Although the black looks to go to the right corner. Well, he's very fortunate there. He's blowing the white in himself. That's what he thinks of the shot. Well, it just shows you how tough this game is sometimes. Some of the players make it look so easy, Peter Ebdon included. But then there's other times where it's so difficult to pot a ball.
Yes, in fairness, tonight Peter Ebdon is making it look difficult. But you do get these bad days at the office, don't you? We've seen them from other players. Mark King the other night against Jamie Cope. He played so well on the first day to beat Mark Selby, and then against Cope was just apart from a century.
Yeah.
Couldn't do anything.
Well, the greatest players in the world have all had their nights. not sure if that was a go at the pot or not, but he was a long way away from it, and this red is on to the middle.
You would have to say if he is ill, then that's got to be a factor here. He's just got no rhythm at all, and you just wouldn't back him at all, would you, when he gets in now?
1.
Yeah, the problem is, David, as well, that it can affect the opposing player. You know, he can see that his opponent's playing so badly that he gets dragged down into it. Hasn't really happened with Marcos yet, but he probably thinks that he's going to get 5 or 6 chances every game now, and that could all change in an instant.
Just hang on a second, Morgan.
Yes, he mustn't be too relaxed and stop concentrating. Now then, what's happening here? Oh, Jan Vaas has got a wet towel, I think, to try and get something off the green.
Thank you.
There's a new rule being brought in that the players are not allowed to clean the balls themselves, which they very rarely have done anyway, but it's a fine if you do.
5.
Which begs the question, when sometimes at the end of a frame you see them get the balls out of the pockets just to get on with it and help the referee, does that constitute cleaning them?
Well, I wouldn't have thought so, but Alex Higgins may have been skint. Cleaned the white at every opportunity, didn't he?
Well, he used to lick it clean, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
There was a suggestion someone had tried to put substance on the cue ball or one of the balls.
So when he licked it, he'd have some substance in him. That's a good idea, David.
I think the suggestion was that they were trying to polish the ball in a particular way to make it react in a particular way. I don't know the truth of that, but anyway, the rule's been brought in. But Marco Fu has certainly been cleaning up tonight on the table. That much we can say.
20.
And he's been pretty polished as well. He's had those 3 sizable breaks, 91, 80, 107. Has to be said, though, he's been given a lot of help by his opponent.
Yes, he has, because Peter Ebdon has been in first most of the frames, and it's simply he hasn't done the business.
28.
Well, there may be a red that goes to the left centre. Not forced to be on a red if he goes into them.
35. $36.
So this black 16. The red near the cushion would make it 68 if he pots the black.
43.
And that would leave Peter Ebdon needing snookers.
Yes, there were a lot of forecasts, I know, for this one to go the distance, possibly a midnight finish, but it's just been a procession, really. This is effectively for the match, this black.
Yes, doesn't want to go into them here, though. Play for the loose red.
So Peter Ebdon, well, he not only needs a snooker, he needs a miracle, really. He has just been all over the place. Surely his poorest performance in this tournament. After battling so well to beat Ali Carter 6-5 on the opening
52.
day. Great disappointment for him. You never know at his time of his career, when you'll be back in this tournament, no guarantee he'll be in it next year. Got to stay in the top 16 for that.
$57.
I don't think he'll play on now.
I wouldn't like to guess.
57.
No, I know
Frame
what you
the
mean.
match.
Well, he is coming over to shake hands. He'd be the first to admit that he just didn't play well enough, anywhere near well enough in fact. Marco Fu won't care, 91.80, 107 with the early breaks. He finished off well in the last frame as well. Won a black ball frame in the second. Overall, a very controlled display from the man from Hong Kong, who has breezed into the quarterfinals. Unexpectedly easy victory for him. He has whitewashed